You didn't just click on this video because of a thumbnail, did you? Right, I know what you are. You're just like me for real. Welcome to the channel. Get your snacks, get comfy, and enjoy the video. There's not much to say about Morning Aches other than it is the biggest pushover of all of Wuwa's bosses. The last time Aches was relatively a threat was in 1.0 when nobody knew what they were doing or what the hell team building was. So unless you have extreme skill issues or an extra chromosome, Aches should not be a problem. Re-eats. I personally don't have beef with MONKE, but this King Kong wannabe can't hit shit if his life depended on it. All his attacks are slow and predictable, making for easy dodges and parries, and the amount of times I've seen Branch shove an anchor up his ass says a lot. MONKE is free eats. KFC. I'm not gonna lie, this boss was whooping my ass back in 1.x. And not just me, this motherfucker had all of Wuwa's community in a chokehold. And still to this day, I put respect on Memphis's name because he was the OG hardest hologram. Did I mention he has Judgment Cut?
Now I'm a little motivated.
The greatest of all time, my GOAT, Crownless. This guy set the bar for aura in Wuthering Waves. It doesn't matter what version of Crownless, closed beta, 1.0, or hologram. He always pulls up, saucing on you, and you gotta respect it. Crownless, the only boss in the game that puts his dukes up and runs the fade with bare fist. There's a reason he gets compared to Igris from Solo Leveling, and this is why. Inferno Rider, you used to be a menace to society. And if I'm being for real, he still is. Like, this boss knows how to turn up the heat and then bring it right back down via meteor, multiple meteors. And at this point, you're fighting two boss battles, Inferno Rider and your stamina bar. And that is some bullshit to me. Did I mention you have to kill him twice? That armor ain't saving you from this smoke fallacy. I quite literally use this boss to test my team builds. The most trouble you will have with Fallacy is when they're changing to their second phase and they fly around like a bomb, but other than that, they're not that hard. Sentry Construct. Sentry has a cool design and a banger theme song, but that's where my compliments end. Because man, is this boss some bullshit. This guy never wants to leave the air. And when you finally parry him out of the sky, guess what he does? He puts up this bum-ass shield, and if you even think about attacking or touching that shield, he does this counterattack that does a shit ton of damage. But if you just let him stay there with his shield, he basically regenerates his stagger bar back to full. And don't get me started on his delayed attacks, because when you think he's done attacking, no, he's not. I think Sentry has the record for making me crash out the most in Wuwa, and there's no other place I can put him on this tier list other than bullshit. Hecate, Phrolova's stand. This boss is actually one of my favorites, aesthetic-wise. The vibe of the boss arena and the theme song having the same motifs as Phrolova's theme, I f with it heavily. But that's where my love for this boss ends. This boss will juggle you constantly, like you've entered a promotion match in ranked Tekken. And when she isn't styling on you, she's shooting you with enough projectiles to make Toho characters proud. Yeah, Hecate is some bullshit. Someone at Kuro was playing some Elden Ring when they made this boss. And before you try to deny it, just listen to this boss theme and tell me that this isn't Elden Ring coded. See what I mean? Dirge isn't a hard boss. He's just really cool. Like, he summons what I assume to be pieces of himself to impale you. And that's some dedication. Like, he really wants you gone. And when he enters his second phase, he starts just banishing like that one boss from Elden Ring. Wait a minute. Those 3 lasers. Wait a minute. This looks familiar. Lorelei stands as the best Echo waifu and the Echo with the most elegance in Wuthering Waves. Just listen to her theme song. The only thing I can call it is a masterpiece. Bro, isn't Lorelei supposed to be having? Why is she hot? Not that I'm complaining, keep them coming, Kuro. If you've ever seen how Lorelei fights, you would assume she's an easy boss to fight, but that's not the case. What most people don't know is that when you fight Lorelei, she has a secret passive that forces the player to only use one hand. Kinda broken if you ask me. With that all being said, Lorelei is peak, and if you argue with me, you're wrong. Oh right, the boss fight, peak. When I first thought of making this tier list, I was going to put Kelpie in free eats because I was farming him for my Cardathea when he first dropped, and it was the easiest thing ever. Until I retried all the holograms to get a fresh take on the bosses, and I must say, Overworld Kelpie versus Hologram Kelpie are night and day. Kelpie might be one of the only bosses in Wuthering Waves, I believe, that actually hates me on a personal level. Like, how much do you have to hate someone to split yourself into 3 versions of yourself to jump them? Like, what did I do? And when I say jump you, I don't mean that take turns attacking you bullshit. Nah, they're out here doing team ultimates on my ass. Yeah, Kelpie is some straight bullshit. Honestly, I forgot this boss existed until I decided to make this video. She's just Aches with a tornado gimmick, and those tornadoes are a pain in the ass, but once you learn how to dodge them, she's just free eats. Like, there's nothing to this boss, like, trash. Honestly, I can't think of anything, so get parried, you filthy casual. Free eats. All Sovereign. This guy is him. I can't even be mad at how bad bro kicked my ass. Everything about this boss is peak. His design, peak. His voice lines, peak. His never-ending bullshit combos, peak. And don't get me started on this guy's theme song. If All Sovereign was a playable character, I would main him without question. All Sovereign might have more aura than Crownless, and for that reason alone, he's peak. Dreamless, the OG Thenodian boss. People tend to forget Dreamless because she's a 1.0 boss, but in 3.0 they finally gave her a hologram reminding people that she still exists. And I have to say that Dreamless might be one of the fairest fights in Wuthering Waves. Fighting Dreamless just feels epic, bro. Her attacks are fast but manageable, and pairing her projectiles back at her feels so satisfying. Hands down, one of my favorite holograms. Peak. Reactor Husk. This boss might be one of the most aggressive bosses I've ever had the displeasure of fighting. It's like I'm fighting something straight out of Monster Hunter, and it has personal beef with me. When you think he's not attacking, Yes, he is. And those attacks do so much damage. Like, everything he does is basically a one-shot. And when you think you have his attack patterns memorized, he throws out some random bullshit at you you've never seen before after 30 attempts. And then after all that, he thinks he's Zabuza from Naruto and pulls out Hidden Mist and just sneaks you.
What's good, Nyaka?
This bullshit. If I call this boss a Clanker, am I racist? Hyvatia is in a weird place. On one hand, I absolutely love her design and her theme song. On the other hand, this boss can go itself. First phase of Hyvatia makes you think, oh, this is gonna be an easy dub. But when that second phase hits, Hyvatia decides that my existence in this world is an insult, and she acts accordingly. In this phase, Hyvatia does not stop attacking you. You can parry her sometimes, but she'll just ignore it like it didn't happen. She's not playing by the rules. And when you finally get her HP down to half HP, you know what she does? She... Ryoki what? Wait. Yeah, Hyvatia is some bullshit. And there you have it, that's the final ranking. If you've made it this far, consider leaving a like and subscribing. Maybe leave a comment on what you want to see me do next, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.